of India, and a member of the NDC, founding member of the NDC Powerful Group. Honorable one group, number friend, and Professionals Forum. And now a recognized wing in the NDC. Professionals Forum. And Honorable Neyekofabai. Ambassador, akwa abara home to then.
Oh, yami adom you good.
Bibi abokoa.
Oh, I didn't pay a good.
You who know what cherry kakra. Yeah. Sounds so Oko Ghana Publishing Company Limited, MD Owoho, or former parliamentary aspirant on Koko constituency, David Asante. And David Diana Ghana for Brina Enimno, the association with Let My Vote Count. David Aqua Banete saying,
Any OB,
Bibi Aboko,
Mejoso, Isha Nache,
and easy. Ghana Publishing Company Boko, Yamia Dom, a Jumamuye, so far. Egusua, Nanzami could be office who commerce, right?
Egusua, your war stakeholder, your past stakeholder engagement home.
Okay.
Say your installation.
Okay.
Any moment from now, you better start piloting of our systems because they say our services are digitalized.
Okay.
You're near the processing of gazettes, no, you're better near their core office. Into your central system, I build one crime has say no. Utikuma say now here gazettes now apply over there. We'll process it electronically here and send it. So you just pick it up.
Oh, okay.
You introduce what we call paperless gazette processing. And I introduce what we call premium gazette. And we are processing gazette electronically in the next few months. Let's say, what you feel now person now affidavit. You will upload the affidavit on your phone, make the payment electronically. And we process it for you in some 48 hours and send it to you electronically.
Wow.
And the premium gazette, originally Nanka Gazette, the 5 weeks na year.
Yeah.
If you want it delivered premium express, you better charge about 900 cedis. Na year amount in 4 working days. That's premium gazette.
Wow.
And these are a few of the services I enhance the quality of our delivery. Ama yetimi a move out of our Accra branch here to establish other regional offices. Analysis. Now we realize that a stream of revenue, Ashanti region constitute a huge chunk.
Okay.
Into analysis, it pointed towards the direction so it could be a first regional branch of Ashanti regional. Our resources will be properly managed.
Yeah.
And from Ashanti region, we hope to go to the northern possibly central region. And then western.
Wow.
We are expanding.
That's nice.
We are expanding.
That's nice. Your Excellency, Nancy also NDC appointment. Minim for Professionals Forum, no, one like party na or pick one leadership forum
no.
Forum na way one. Oh, okay. I was thinking because we a recognized wing of the party, the party would have an influence.
We wanted to stay independent with the party.
Okay.
For our professional independence.
Okay.
So that we're not backed down by things. But we serve on their various committees and then so.
Oh, okay. Okay. But the new appointment na Udin Woma.
No.
That's what I'm Udin
Director. My dream make a
director. True. But I think they are fairly very good appointments.
Yes, very good. Very good and skillful people for the various positions
sure.
that the national executive have made.
Sure. It's true. It's true. Wow. It is one machinery is set for elections 2024.
Well, as of today, as far as I know, nobody can say that they have the men better than DC.
Oh, really?
Nobody can say they have the men better than DC. No.
In all sectors.
Never. I mean, I can be good to anybody in MPP, but can anybody say that he's better than me?
No.
So, and we have the professional forum has gathered about 400 to 600 of such professionals across Ghana and outside Ghana. Call it economists and whatever. They are out there.
400 to 600.
More we have that.
Meaning enough for the next president to pick the cabinet enough from.
Not necessarily so. But we are saying that we have created the intellectual backbone of the party. and we are doing so many things in terms of helping them build a manifesto, helping them do this, helping them do that. But then at the right time, I'll come and brief you about what we are doing. But then I listened to one person that I respect a lot, even though he's not in my party. That is Brian Champon.
Brian Champon, yes.
And then I told him that I'll give him feedback of the things that he was saying.
But on the kind of Fantina, Yadel.
Mekade, my feedback on some work.
Okay, no.
First and foremost, Mepede, our published appraisal report or the PFG Phase 1.
Phase 1, okay.
He should publish it.
It makes sense.
He has spent Sika for that sector.
In excess of 3.6 billion Ghana cedis.
So unpublished. What I don't PFG 1 okay do beye. Na mo waye. Na mo wa kechira. Ono so all about you do. Said them that on abandon. Ejumi papa ibi started now. We could be master the Phase 2 into major. That's my first comment. Secondly, na mo dwinda obeka the Phase 2 short-term objectives, second term, middle objective, and then the long-term objective. Because as we hear here, food inflation, only one problem, yes. And beside the question, be there, and you back tomatoes, a cushion pen bank. Tomatoes, you do, must I will fake crasa. Tomatoes, you do 6 months. Why?
That's right. It be quite 3 months.
3 months. Annual, you water grad, the annual would be only 4 months. So I was expecting that brand back at the short term, me better me solve food inflation. Okay. Food inflation. Because all before when workers are buying food cheaper, their economy So I wanted him to say short term, better me them. Second term, better middle term, better me them. Okay.
And a long term.
Long term, so better them. That as some grand and better so make see in there. These promises of president or young president. President or young president, he doesn't need any praises. Or President Nabadu, no, we don't need that. He had to abandon and unsolved young problems. Into this man and the president or Banaba, please, yabre. Ya two papa or now publishing it. You expect the problems of women. I didn't also digitalization. That is why we are putting there. That fourth thing I make say that but the president will be share bankers, stakeholders. No, Brian, be answer the balance programming. In them stakeholder consultation in Ireland. Because say you local banks.
You will be
the commercial Ghana commercial bank on your portfolio you say
ADB
say ADB. I know now yes, but see, you're Kotakrada. I mean, if you talk about Etra Kaswa, you GN Bank, work every corner be only no sustain your local industries. So I was expecting this as a new banks in the Casa. No, the arrangements in and Sunny lunch programming. So, Sir Brian. Your program in the Quarter Bank of University, we are not interested in sponsoring this. Back to zero. And then some of the questions they be said, I will listen to him. Now, say 600 million, if it is true. What's he has spent 600 million?
Yeah, he has spent 600 million every year on PFG.
And he says if it is true.
Yes.
Because I have criticized the former Greek minister there. Instead of doing Greek, he was planting a signboard.
Or plant abade?
Signboard.
Ne signboard for the election.
No need tomatoes here if Burkina Faso.
Oh, that's all. Now, why resign from the minister?
Somebody we must be pragmatic. There. In Tigana and tomatoes na anyon so yakra. And that is what I want Brian to focus on. See, the only successful agriculture program you Ghana have operation feed yourself.
And the champion.
At the champion. Because the campaign was a mobilized nation to solve a problem.
But it raises the earlier point now. Honorable Brian has sent a message. Just say, Obi, I've done the consultations. What I mentioned was the president's involvement.
Yes, but
Mawa can a president is that honor as minister why the consultation.
Brian, and the Obi now point to. It's a sir. And the problem is about solve. You want to resolve. That is, I am a president. Into all the consultations of the president again. No main instrument there. About what president Moye and some launch programming. That's my part of it.
Okay.
Now, you kind of boom was why a warehouse.
Yeah, warehouses, no.
Obi. Yeah, mommy and realistic. Since you warehouse, what about the
warehouse now.
About no dugum.
18 na
18 what about the
so also Corona National Service for what the one product. The national wire farms in what color what the one zigum.
No, 79 wakane.
So
warehouse where na I didn't know was warehouse. Ama ya yendo bani ye wia. E harvest ni wia na say ya. Ya di be then it is here. Ama ye nya food inflation. As we meet here na say mayeti food inflation is about 50 ahen. Yen nam suro.
But I think to be fair to him, no kind there young warehouse capacity is woefully inadequate because even the 80, buma 80,000 tons, which is inadequate.
He is in industry. Only down the redundancy time. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have created the warehouses, granted it be odoso another also, no product is available. Or you don't do.
On put also they need to build
also
more.
79 apart from one and can body or
say into canal.
I am telling you there Brian Omani research officer nko warehouses nobody no dugum because it's banana on so it's banana on so but I am wishing Brian well because from me I mean the MPP but I look at him as somebody who's hands-on. The other solve problem. I was one of the people who was very jubilant they were appointing on Minister of Agri because hands-on. Okay. The hands-on approach in the Banasco or the operation feed yourself. So Brian, depoliticize yourself. You are a minister of Agri for Ghana.
Now on your demand.
I say, I'm an MPP. I am minister. I am MP for TV,
which is a fact.
It's a fact, but this is not relevant. We see we vetted and approved him as Minister of what?
Agriculture of the Republic
of Ghana. So Jimu Bede MPP for na the friend and BB8 was Eastern whatever now.
Eastern Patriots,
which is the MPP for. No, you be Jimu.
Oh, one card them. Now that is now. Also, I want to do a group.
Menu fit up by Hatcher. And Ghana has Martin Hatcher. Ghana has Martin Hatcher. All I'm calling for in there for this program.
Okay.
It should be a national program.
Okay.
Etasa.
Yes.
Brian, another area they look at farmlands. Now all our farmlands are being converted into real estate. For the Unya Wanako, the Umunako, for all the farmlands are being converted into real estate. Now, yesterday we are busy body. In India, the state procures these land banks and keep them for farming.
In fact, the worrying in them, and them Busan about our Greek ministry, one land banks, more they will be. But all of them are being encroached upon. Yeah.
When you're moving here, more fatter. I want Brian to succeed, so you have to do the basic things.
Okay.
Where are our lands? The Bayer, Jubano. Anyway, the carry a case for a logo farm, friend, the dam. Nancy and Lubu is Sukakri, and was a Brian, take your time. Be there within Bakagana. To them, a Banasco is in Okagana. You change and revolutionize agriculture rather than the politics of it. That's all my feedback.
Very well. That's it.
Major number, written feedback.
Very important.
We are. As you crawl home, papa, yeah, the fact there. Motor light be a street light. me sent to your friend then traffic light.
Yeah.
Rural electrification. Chief, why is it there lights are street light or Ghana hanging do? Why is it so? The street light, Echo, if you look, Joy FM here, junction here. Look at the danger, the dangerous nature of the junction.
Yeah.
No light, no traffic light.
Traffic light, no so.
And so, then you are coming from Tema. My friend, that way, age more Tema. Now, up on you be by 11. Ne eribefia. Ne street light in you can fit Tama be seen there. So, in your punch up, what is that? Saying your punch and uncle for attack one week. Obi, either or they had the anu tuma in Pokra or the Sikado Mama in street light. Also, street light. In Pokra or in your street, I offended
Traffic light in Impodi, it's crazy. I don't even understand.
Oh, yeah. I don't make one some regional ministers there. What for the street light 20,000. 4 weeks in it. One thing she say. Now, Chief, and when the traffic street light, one factory what the fool, what the machine or what the other, what the fool. It is what she said street light new be now only 1 week now for could you try. No one no could you tea. Meaning, no, that all Afra company. I'm not in charge of street lights. I don't know today who is in charge. One not Jessica for street lighter. Oh no, one man can I use some of them. When I'm coming, come say Crusoe. Let's say a connotation, then there's a light in the one. Let's say if you throw from 1 week. See, they will be misread. Age or your main here, some papa there. Whoever is collecting monies for street light and a traffic light. Or they again,
David, my member of my name, sir. Oh, any comments to make on Honorable Brian interview in the year?
Yes, sir. Obi Mechia etie for Machia Ghana for Machia and penny for etie nyina ni mikrom for.
Okay.
Nkoko for ni onwe etie MPP for nyina. Minya akwenya tie ya Greek minister. Me am a big brother Brian the champion. Me tie ni kakra bi. But you see, Your Excellency, leaders are put in charge to perform. Now, there are key performance indicators I did finding out whether a policy you have rolled out is being successful or not. Minjin Dise, the sector minister now, Obetsna Hano, you invited him in his private capacity. He was invited here to come and speak as the sector minister at Greek on the ticket of MPP. Enti Saukase or Bo President Abaso Anase or
no,
Bo.
He's not the minister for Agri for MPP.
No, I'm talking about on the ticket of. No. I'm talking
one
about
farms where MPP, one farms
on
where.
the ticket.
One gather for MPP.
MPP are buying and the nominating.
You know, Obi, me there.
Yes.
Ambassador,
MPP from Koko. You will say MP, member of parliament for Nkoko.
On the ticket of the MPP.
That
On the
is what
ticket
we
of the
should
MPP.
the emphasize.
Okay.
Minister,
Point
Ambassador.
Yes.
So my point is that kitwe bi amitie ye no. If they are Greek minister, abetsna ha timi aka kire and say me do ye na jama oya pon ano but mitie ba ku mienu bi. There has been a drop in rice importation from over 980,000 metric tons to around 500 and something thousand. Say Uma ubi ejuma. In any case, this whole planting for food and job is a policy initiated, implemented, and monitored by the MPP.
Government.
Ubi na koda asunda ye. Some government came, they didn't implement any policy to whittle down the importation of rice. And then, your minister Betsnaha, am my trend analysis of where we were, and by virtue of the implementation of Yenye Dayasun as MPP government, Yetimi reduce the importation of rice by this quantity. May GD say or Wahokwan say or Bo Abaina Baso. Ambassador T.
Oh, we are making
So we manage state institution. Now Opeja institution is free, an institution that was struggling to pay its salaries. Now today, you have succeeded in establishing new branches. Ambassador, your boy Aboswa. You are right. Enti die openi by the champion betina haka no. I disagree with you if you say he was on the wrong tangent by praising himself. Obo issues a byproduct of the implementation of the government flagship policy, planting for food and job. We any introduction of a quantitative restriction quota system. We are slapping the quota on importers to say, may import this quantity because we want to control the consumption of rice in Ghana. And you know, but rather we reduce the importation because the policy was working and we were able to produce to meet the demand locally. This is a sensible policy. The managers and the implementers of this policy deserve commendation. One way called that son die enya adwin any trimupo. Say ambassador who praise you feed yourself. Obin the koda your son die say grow what you eat and eat what you grow. May you sure say some time ago.
After praising him oneness.
Yeah, I know historical analysis.
After praising his oneness.
I know historical analysis, but I'm responding to your cover, Brandon Champon. Your friend is saying, "Yeah, Greek minister, no, I disagree with you completely."
You have a right to disagree with me.
Yeah, but I'm disagreeing on the proper premise.
So,
I'm disagreeing with you on the proper premise. A baby buyer, we imported a larger quantity of these cereals. A baby ada asundaye or sundaye na or pass it on the vision to the minister. No, the minister has implemented the policy. What's now here a trend analysis of the success story of the implementation of the policy? Now, what the figure betuga say, nanka ye import rice 980,000 metric tons. As an outcome of the proper policy implementation under the planting for food and job, we are here today. And I'm say this reduction in the importation is not a tax regime. It's not a quota or a quantitative restrictive measure regime. I slap on importers. No, it came as an outcome of prudent internal measures we put in place to increase the production of rice.
On point of
and you will be there soon.
On point of order, Obi.
And you will be there soon.
Obi.
A Greek minister no Albert Nahana or president Abaswa.
On point of planting for food and jobs.
Sure.
Part 1.
Sure.
Rice production no come.
Cereals,
No, don't go there. Not rice production come.
It was maize, sorghum. Yeah, rice.
Ambassador.
No.
Rice
no,
was part of the cereal. No.
Ambassador.
No.
The people who are planting rice in Ghana.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're Indians. Avinash for Nadu.
Yeah, Avinash.
One way rice production.
No, why you be on your one cotton? Why you be?
A himfa. In the government, Minister of Agric sponsored rice farms.
Ambassador, they may come and say, the Minister for Agric has every right to put these success stories and statistics across and then praise the managers, the implementers, and the dreamers of this policy.
Yes, we are
that must be said.
See, Obi program boyfriend.
Obi Yanko.
Ekosiisen. No, Ekosiisen.
Any say yeti hey. Policy ni yenti no. Enne. Yakopa phase 2. Yakopa phase 2 ni hontoma.
Okay.
May you sure say another time you invite Minister no waha. He will come and tell the success story also of the phase 2. And I'm happy say what can say young documenty, of course, what we have achieved so far with the overall implementation of the phase 1. For me as a manager of a state institution, okay, as same we are. Of course, I will accept it in good faith. And you see minister any concluding statement now, or say and penny for more ministry no are diligently putting together our document here. Who be some minister now at the right time say, tell me the successes we achieved in the implementation of the phase 1. The minister will be in the position to table that.
Okay,
Ambassador.
But I'm a mistake.
Yes.
Obi, Google. Rice importation from 2012 to 2016. You get the figures.
Okay.
And a rice importation from 2017 to 2020. It will make sure. Net effect, food inflation is about 52%. That is the bottom line. I don't know from the Ekosiisen.
Very well, Marty.
I don't know from the Ekosiisen.
For me, and yet to suffer say MBD MPP primary son come.
Sure.
No, because master the one but
now say minister better hana what kind of success story of this government. Somebody who manages a state institution the former government and what we have strenuously achieved for the good people of Ghana. It's a Greek minister Betnaha. Now he's espousing the success story in the Greek sector. na ambassador Eka say I didn't know about who for here. I have every right.
Is that what I said?
No, sir. And what's about president?
And what's about President Abaso?
Because you've not even met the stakeholders.
No, but who owns the success of this program?
Where is the success? The success is the food inflation. Where is the success?
Okay, it's okay.
Ambassador.
David.
I will success. I can point to Kumasi, they new office. But no success here in a day. And Papa, you are by the bottom was ministry. I don't buy
Papa Mohem.
Old ambassador.
Old minister.
Ambassador.
Our time was ministry.
Yeah.
Ambassador.
David, super delegates conference.
Me da say, Obi. Well, the purpose of every political activity choosing a flag bearer is to win an election. Se political party kwa kwatna se wo dem choose obi a won de ne ba obi win election na is a serious business. NDC ekohia ye no na mpanimfo bebre a won di won huni a won ayedwumaso asom party ne wo ho. But in the wisdom of the delegate of the party, Onjidi say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the former president, and I want the Ghana for Ebeton. This is the 47 or 46% NDC for a Tuaba Ghana ha, one adrinchre, reflected in the voting pattern of one delegates. No, Ghanaians respect it. As to whether a no Cressa wanted the neighbor 2024 election, Ghanaians will vote for him or not. It is a matter for us to discuss another day. Yay MPP for Obi 2007 primaries are your call will go on Commonwealth Hall. Na mi jine mubi. Efia nana me ye adwuma wo Akufo the office as a young researcher. Me hu di see Nanado enya a little over 1,096 votes and Nanado nyaye. That was 47.965% of the total vote. Obi, the Otosuminu, eye Unimonyam for Alan Kojo Chemantin, unya 738 votes, neye 32%. In 2007, abaye kotu woligono, na wonye 17 aspirants. Obi Nanado vote unya ye 1,096 and now representing a little over 47%. No. Onimunyam for Alan Chemantin Otosumi no. Any nechita for nipa 15 na ekane ho no. Won nyina de won vote ebo mumpo a. Na kebeye din. The abaye ni say Openi Alan Chemantin graciously conceded defeat. Oje microphone roka say young call run off. Party nation say ni say I will see a second round say the abaye will be 50% plus 1. Ewo Commonwealth Hall e will go na bonten so. Papa ni microphone he graciously conceded and oka say ye pese MPP echo election 2008 na MPP is succeeding ho. Eti on doso party no. Let us move on. I've conceded to my senior brother. Me kai say me ni Nanado echo campaign from 2008 akosi say you lose election no. Na me ye advanced team ema Nanado. Ade ba kwa papa ne ye na ye me fe. Osifri ni ka mu a ansana obe mount to stage akokasa no. Ohwe benkum no ahwe nifa. Where is Alan? Where is Boachejakun? Where is Dr. Kofi Kunodo Apreku? Osafo Mafo contested bi. Nanado at every point in time made sure all these MPP mpanimfo eni ni gina yenyina oni won ejina stage so answer na wa address gathering no. These are things I saw throughout the political life of 2007 post Congress Ekosiisen 2008 ye to abawiye. The sign of unity of purpose of the party. My senior brother Brandon Champon a wonderful submission every big brother met twice every baby udi see you know. Or see the MPP has a spirit. And that spirit is a spirit of unity of purpose. I saw it in 2007, Commonwealth Hall. Free the year 2007, I expanded the electoral college, a create a broader base. I a friend of 5 persons per polling station. From there, by 2000, a little over 2000, thereabout delegated to about in 2007. Yeah, they call close to about 130 delegates are ekoto aba. Unim says 130 delegates are eto aba in 2010 no. Nanado inya 130,000. Representing 78%. Kakredi so 0.89. Unmunyam for Alanchemantin sign contesting Nanado bium preparing to get into election 2012. Unmunyam for Alanchemantin ya 21,226 votes, representing 19.91%. What are we doing? The votes need drop. In 2014, prepare ako 2016 election. Unmunyam for Alanchemantin sign contesting Nanado the third time. Nanado a total voter unyaye a 117,403 votes, representing 94%. This is what we call the spirit of the MPP. Yako abatwa. We nya 45, now we nya 38, now we nya 26, so that we split and we split and distribute the votes. The party at all points, material moments, is solidly rallied behind their preferred candidate, and they communicate this in a clear, unambiguous language. And only a friend overwhelming endorsement. A free say unmunyam for Alanchemantin enya 14% over the last 15,000 a constitute 4.7% in the last election, and Nanado 94%. And then Yamea Yadom, they call Abattoir 2016. Now, political party base now ye de koto abano. The delegates no, they are obronika no microcosm na yes sir. A smaller percentage and fraction of the bigger number.
Yeah.
In MPP, polling station 55555 no. One war cluster na aye electoral area. Na electoral area no aba constituency level. Enti se we polling station executive ni we are na polling station executive no. One will choose one electoral area coordinator. One to my electoral area coordinator na polling station executive and electoral area coordinators no abum atuaba ama constituency chairman. There is no way you can decouple the voter representation of the polling station person from the constituency chairman person. There is no way. Me did Dr. Baumiechi and in a campaign. Some of the MPs edge microphone as some more can say, me ta Dr. Baumiechi, neighbor muno, me trade me chairman ebe kwa kotwa mano because me chairman ebe tie one a two man or police station man ebe ye chairman no. And the voice of the masses at the polling station level no one catch them here. Me call, I'm speaking from Eastern region, baby. I me call monitor about one Dr. Baumia. And of course, after following Dr. Baumia on a few of his rounds, Eastern region specifically where I have an interest, you call most of the constituencies. The chairman held microphone as someone can say, delegate I want to edit Dr. Baumia Chiamabaha say no. Me consult mo. Ni amubeka se menkoto mano wo super delegate go for no. Mekwa koto amano. Look, when you put the hourglass down, the pessimist will look at it from the pessimistic point and say the glass is half empty. And the optimist will look at it and say it is half full. Una 9 of the voter and Kaobeka say let us hope that main election no and bedani. So don't stand in the way of NIPA or score even 100% in certain regions. Do a trend analysis of Dr. Baumia performance ewo abatwe. Ubehunu say a region like Narerugu, Northeast, Savannah ho, Wale Ikrum ho. Papa niya 100%. Superdelegate election ya yekoyi ubi tie. Representation from all over the country.
Ekosiisen
chairman of the political party.
94.7.
Chairman Bia so jina ma polling station for Tuabamano. Meboa. So the chairman represent the polling station people. In Nkoko, there were about 950 people in the name. Active names say about 830. Nipa Tuaba. 830 people yi Tuaba yi chairman. Chairman you consult yes, and Mikoko Florida, why na mento mano. Then the chairman went and voted, and Dr. Baumia wins in Koforidua. It does not make any mathematical sense for you to tell me that on the day of election, when the broader number that inspired their leader to go and vote gets the opportunity to cast their vote, they will do otherwise. It's yawa. You will reject this hypothesis. But if it works well for you, you will see the mathematical reasoning behind the choice.
Do you reject that narrative, no?
Completely.
Do you see Saturday ni effect be on November 4?
Obi, listen. Say analysis no ewekitiawa. It is difficult for you to accept the hypothesis because at the end a sample space get to away 4% of the total 230,000 delegates and they constitute the base. Don't forget to say 137 members of parliament now want to represent the MPP. No, one yina every constituency in a bar. Yeah. They went around the constituency and solicited for the votes of the polling station executives. And they won the primaries to be parliamentary candidates and thereafter won the masses vote to be the MP. You can't decouple the interest of the polling station executives from the interest of the member of parliament. They think alike. Share analysis no na share DAC in all the regions. Obi, listen. I respect what my senior brother Brian Champon. I respect what my senior brother Brian Champon has said on radio. I follow the same logical reasoning, and I see a lot of potent reasoning in that. Northeast, Dr. Bauminya, 100% of the total vote cast. Constituency chairman in Free Northeast region, MPs, if any, regional executives, only free or buy a founding fathers in 100% they voted for the man. Northern region, 94%, Upper East, 86%, Ashanti region, look, Obi, I will say is a nipadoma a tudi Dr. Baumiya. One need you maybe D. They just come to deceive themselves and to deceive the man. Dr. Baumiya ko baby auditorium na aye charged up nipa 850 aye delegate esia na MPG microphone kasa say you better with the first metoma Dr. Baumiya most di ndra montuma Dr. Baumiya and no budget ne so then the MP goes to vote for Dr. Baumiya. Then we are saying, well, it do time my masses no etwa ebesisa. I vote in Nkoko, me a police station executive. Are you telling me say we conferred our vote on your chairman and your MP? It's a only kanko super delegate. Now Oba, the outcome ayasuma so onkono. Oba will follow suit. Then Dr. Baumiya scores. Listen, there is no single region across this country any of the candidates beat Dr. Baumiya. For me, as a worker for Dr. Baumiya, my understanding is that election way, the delegates have come together in one unison and in one voice and with the unity of purpose. Nanka unmunyam for Alanchamantin, wajina bako 2007, wajina mienu 2010, wajina miensa 2016, 14 for 16 election. Wasi jina another one in 2023. They call 2024 election. This is the fourth time of contesting. One would have thought that his performance would be something that Ankayebeka said there is a need for a rerun, or there is a need for us to concentrate on the November 4th. But Obi, look at this nationwide and national acceptance level the man Dr. Baumiya has in every region. So do MPP party. Now do party ni ye pa. You would agree with me, after every election, there are spillovers, there are fractures. I was here at Tenassi. We mend our broken roads and relationships. We are or the channel. We sabi we now so the channel. In order to present a more formidable force. If indeed this party, Sebi and Semia, and let's come together and support the man Dr. Baumiya. Listen, election 2024 is going to be won on record of the two governments. It's going to be won on integrity of the individual in question. And the delegate at the grassroots, in himself, Dr. Baumiya, qualifies for all these boxes Ayatiki. And they have already in the round one conferred massively. Eti Obi, Shebebia Ebinumunenam, 0.00%, 9 of the total vote cast, 961 votes. The strongest base of the MPP is in Ashanti region. Dr. Baumiya had over 84%. What Trezam so University now 84 is A+.
A+, yeah.
Electoral Commission registered over 16 million Ghanaians added to ABA for 2020 election. Out of the 16 million Ghanaians added to ABA, I think apart from Greater Accra, Ashanti region was competing to be the first highest with Greater Accra. And in that densely populated region, where we have our second largest numbers coming from as a nation, the NPP also derives its biggest political strength from there. And the party
Ekosiisen
wholly conferred this strength on Dr. Bawumia. Do you think this candidate is a candidate? Sebi, Yokwejina, Ansana Yobua, the candidature for a national election. What I'm advocating is that, Obi, me, as an MPP person, we struggled to wrestle power from the NDC in 2016. What's he has say? Me. You were always interviewing me on the street because we challenged the status quo. We shed blood. Obi, even register there were discrepancies as to doing a new one or not. The Electoral Commission was compelled by the Supreme Court to delete over 500,000 names, ghost names. We went through a lot of difficult times to wrestle power from the NDC. Now the party is not divided in its choice of candidates. The party is solid in its disposition and its thinking behind who we want to present. Over 70% of total vote cast. Obi, I'm appealing to my party people.
Okay.
Mama Yentai Papa Yechi, Nanke Beya. Anka, let's have a second opinion about November 4th election and tone down on the unnecessary external bruises and shocks that we are likely to suffer in every internal election. Now, the Dr. Bawumia Kwa, we will be doing the bidding of the police station executives na party this si won betino. Now your police station na wutiemia fa 2-3 mu say Dr. Bawumia ho fama a ode asom party no. The reflection in it is the result we are seeing. We are behind the man.
Me da say David Messiah Bauho Mamintie Ambassador Sampi Yale of the NDC na yenji ono so na dwenkyere on what he witnessed from the NPP's super delegate conference. Na ansana Ambassador Ebebemu no GRA any Ministry of Local Governments I mean fan too many names mbebe na te say property rate ho asem aban Ministry of Finance aka ho nsem asisi anya ababa bedu. This time no amana is simple for you to pay. It's available electronically. Website awobekọ no portal.myassembly.gov.gh portal.myassembly.gov.gh. All ratepayers are advised to log into this website. Enter with your phone number. No validate your property. Now afi we bail I was and then you pay electronically. Where you cash payment you pay electronically online. It is not done. And you can pay with mobile money, your debit or credit card, your bank transfer or check. No cash payment whatsoever to anybody. All payments must be done online at portal.myassembly.gov.gh. Is there property rate payments? Are very, very easy. And Emra Etechri Act 936, Section 1561, prescribes sanctions. The one tria emra enu ebedi, bomoden the tria or property rate. I have very easy. What you fee, what your office you can pay so easy. On TBBA a friend number we see here 0549 986 968 0549 986 968. Commissioner General Ankasa Nanensa eshe announcement we ase enti monsha nenso emayen ade ehia papa mo amo pedan aton so Sukasa Communities Affordable Luxury Housing Project aba edi amamo omo adan no finishing na solid edan na fe 4 bedrooms unit with an outhouse, 3 bedrooms with an outhouse, 3 bedrooms no starting price at 97,500 USD or its prevalent CD equivalent, 4 bedroom then so with an outhouse starting price at 195,000 USD and as any prevalent CD equivalent. Na omoma convenient payment options bebre adan bi o East Legon Hills ebi nso eyi mensa na adan na fe papa wa akwa hunu obedi ho adanse Sukasa office ewo East Legon Lagos Avenue fre 0302 960 865 na oni won eni enkomo Sukasa or say building on trust and ade Ghana for age wana tum papa men Canada o de biara da ene mo amu peska kakra de ahyemo ho Game Park Games aba ede amount very easy to play and very easy to win. Download your app. No call on website gamepackgames.com. Bit my download the app not for Android phone. So only Android phone in so just dial *946# *946# and follow the prompt. You just have to select 4 numbers from 0 to 9. Over selected 4 numbers and then a boom mawa. You are good to go. Live draw. Yeah, you are Doom TV. So the only TV station they are Doom TV 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and at 6 p.m. every day. That's from Monday to Sunday. Until let's play this game and cash out on some good mola. Game Pack Games. More mola, more power. It's regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Into mama yenyina yenshanen so. Ambassador Mpocho, Brem NPP Super Delegate Conference.
Obi. Ncha asamsi command for that. Chaya bands for Transfer.
Yes.
Na yenu anum MPP fi.
Ekosiisen on
Where you with Diabo?
Them?
Where you know with Diabo? This country is not all about elections. This country, election or just one small a corner what they for do to set up a government. We expect governance and not the over concentration on elections. And I'm going to explain to you why.
Okay.
Mr. Zanti,
Yes, Ambassador.
You know mathematics, you're correct. I remember mathematics when you're correct, I'm a lawyer. Obi,
Yes.
the last time Nana Akufo-Addo contested, he had 80%.
Yeah, in the Super Delegate.
The Super Delegate.
80, sure.
Only 80%.
Sure.
In the Kwesi Bawumia, this is Nansanya Super Delegate. Only
68.
yes. Is it an appreciation or decline?
Oh, but Baumia is not an ado.
Oh,
We are talking about two
It's a
different
decline.
persons.
But is it a good comparison to make? Because we're
Miss
two
it
different
there.
people.
Miss
Two
it there.
different people.
Miss it there. The last time Ananado stand the election,
Sure.
only 80%.
Yes.
And if you want to talk about that general acceptability now, you want to compare. Today, my compare Alliance Chamartini performance here and there. Compare Bawumia to a friend and Akufo-Addo performance. We are 80%. I want you 69. It's here.
Me too, pa.
Because I'm talking about general acceptability.
Okay.
I saw 3 things. I did in Dime Basan and Muhuni as to one other way you don't know on from Mobile in there. When I want no in your good because you're ready. Yet on papa. Now, yeah, Chirawan there. Bosompo about Tubo. Obi. I am American. Umwala. What by in there? I sent you to 2,000. And I sent you to 8,000. It is a hoops not there. Obi check as is Nobi. Massive corruption, according to Chief. Chief, because I oh, the million Tete,
Ambassador.
but it's hopes not the near taping. Ni reason now, oh yeah, I katakata United there. Uncle, what you uncle Fusika, or boy, I bought a friend then, Mammy Fremampo, Mizzy.
Ambassador, so a lawyer. Allegations we there, we don't repeat them. Unsubstantiated allegations we there, so you don't repeat them, lawyer. There are more bright spots.
David,
bright spots be brave about to see in him.
David,
You would want to
Right.
David,
sport.
I am saying in there.
Yes.
Walk across Congress in Mangobi. Na me tie radio do na TV. Na some of mala when I'm walk ben what can it be?
Ambassador, bright spots be brave.
Well, what
16 regions voted massively for
what
Donald
seems
Trump.
bright?
That's one trend.
What seems bright to you?
He's a big uncle. He's a big uncle.
What seems bright to you?
I want us to agree on
what seems
discussing
bright?
the bright
What
spots.
seems bright to you is dim to me. I was expecting.
Mama, you appreciate the hopes and now a quote no did not adduce any evidence to support the claims he made.
I am not a judge over Hobson. I was only saying this is what I heard him say.
Okay.
Okay.
But then you are placing value judgment on that.
Why
on
wouldn't
that
I
claim.
pass value on it? the debate here, and I'm from the membership of us way. I enjoy there. Alan Chamartin Impa in the Canada, Japan, for no better than what can you understand? Because I was not a witness. Tell my doctor, but we were kind of, you and I were not there.
Okay.
As someone can American, yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, here, it is in the national interest. There, yaba there. Them vote buying Nazi. Yaba yefiyan politics. Because one man electoral system and the Democrats why too expensive. Obi, men kede o yefie ho no one people so fie ho. Ma figures are working no yes figures in Gakrama. Now, I am though the MPP disciplinary committee were from the Munkrofan because hopes not do any caliber in the MPP on any Pibiala Sabio or the Casa Traladam. No uncouraged evidence. Into trunk hopes not need a disciplinary committee in the bar. Mobisi Musmakabi.
Nitanian Kabisi, a discipline committee in
because
Ambassador Kabisi, Macombra.
The other thing I'm winning.
Yes.
In this day and age, yeah, your mistakes be a basinoko. Violence today, or the elections
on Asempa FM
on
94.7.
your this M1 and this. Tia to a baby, and then you got to a bar or brag them me planana. Nancy, young will be. Obi, you will be what I was wagon. Ma obinum wanan yanan wechucha and confuse my former walk to Waba for the first time. 8 of them had been killed, all in the name of politics, elections. And you know what the NDC Fusia Bawum, the MPP Fusway, Usia Bawum, and I'm what. Mama Yan Bibiana, NDC MPP. Now, what's going on as a window? Say Ekon na akakada Bawumia, the next will be supported by me. Not a lot of power soon.
There be.
She Obia was in bed TV. Wow, want to talk. Wow, want to talk. Now, answer, I am Kwase about your delegates conference. Yeah, when Nanado was in the car, we interviewed.
Yeah.
I'll tape no her.
Portrait Derby.
In the means I could say, what taping.
Now, Okaden.
We'll be saying that. Also, no, I acknowledge we are in difficult times. We are, but that's why we are electing somebody to come and resolve it. Am I being? She can be brave, ya babusa mawuni. As I me pedem Michelle, so when you buy me, we are pedem Michelle, ha, yala.
Yevishia.
Hey,
Ambassador Yevishia.
no, my trouble there. John Mahamu. About 54.4 billion. In the whole 54.4 billion. Then 54.4. Bank of Ghana, Bank of Ghana, cow wabon Auburn, Bank of Ghana is a cow wabakau, or some Mahaman is called what the Bugan in Yala.
Of course, say the project, about 2 projects.
Oh, project.
Of course, Ambassador, the project.
Project today. I said you, Yankabenquamo. And this is Miss won't carry you by Wumiambra. I mean, that one, my imagine the Muki Baumia. Meaning, and I answer you one hope.
Or the greatest nightmare to our opponents. Delegates understand this.
Some Google Baumia Muki.
Or the greatest.
Some Google Baumia says a Munizi. One kind of a greatest in the American.
We are internal MPP election. Here we are. The been marketing on now. You can the contribution to the success story of the MPP government. Ambassador.
I don't understand what you so. A new president, one more 8 years. Yeah. But now when you new vision. And his greatest campaign messaging digitalization in the media. So digitalization and just brigade no president to America. But what I saw about the delegates conference, if you had managed it well, without the violence, without all the Ghana, because hey, Papa na one the picture of the internet, you know. So if Obi wa Abrochi, no so Google Ghana elections, those pictures will come. And I'm saying both in NDC and MPP, we should eschew violence.
I agree.
And opinion ku forecast be. Na I know damu dwuhan no the opinion to okotokaba. Kwanya sante. O mana ya gbogbosa ncha na ya to petrol gu president de kal. Yeti bibia ye bia to petrol ya je gbosa. Na every 4 years bialan, every 4 years in Sika SN war elections one. So President Kufuor said that young trial one time 7 years.
Yeah.
Opinion ya bona de paya, but do the statistics anytime by election be bialan. Inflation be bako.
That's true.
They how many young win? 9 NDC MPP ala. Young win. We have managed to put politics and elections above all things. And that will not help this country. And Nigeria, South Africa, they are sending a aircraft to the moon. They are doing that. They are doing robotics. Imagine as one the people radio and this MPP, what were Bamon? Andrew would tell me in the middle of it, Nigeria government, and start you are breaking the 8. You are breaking the 8 in the middle of your governance. And you talk MPP, they talk as if the Ghana for you and Kuko maybe a gubuasi, break the 8 and let us see. Break the 8 and let us see. I listened to Brother Champon, supported by Minye. You know, Brian, the right of Alain Martin to recontest cannot be intimidated out of him.
So I'm also on a wish, ne there, Uncle
Mereba. Oh, Master, and you know the Master man, the main Shemureba.
Pocho you.
We should be a higher commando.
Them?
We should be a higher command. I thought MPP back at you had done communication. In there, every situation, there new communication.
Sure.
If you want for the good or the spirit of your party, there, boom, no binum step down, mawa. You don't go antagonizing anybody. You understand? There, Okrobranyo. I will have a showdown with the president. Yeah.
I knew Ambassador would go there.
Yeah. And can you remember this again? That is what a meticulous communicator does.
You play hard on all the negatives.
Maybe you're making the positive.
Okay.
Bobby.
Yes.
Presidential candidate. O man pay no tell God. Remember the showdown. No showdown. No obey them. Boxing another character. We have all this going on in our elections. Obi, and you Obiara no say MPP constitution mo no say one constitution there. So what to aba? And now what does say 5 oboko super delegate. We in the NDC, you may disagree, but at any point in time, we know who our leader should be. Because we believe in traditional consensus building. Today, the courts are doing alternative dispute resolution. And you know, as a law student today, litigation and conflict, they be on fire. So we adopted long time ago consensus. A few times, in Crawford, what challenging consensus mood, in what smoothness level. One who said that Oboko Super Delegates Conference. For me, it's not only time wasting, it is also expensive and breeds unnecessary acrimony. We in the NDC will never do this. Anya ba krobia no obotu bia. It is when you now bomb that okay, let us have this whatever it is. Na yenyi mobizi kai, mobizi nature na. Nje yisu wontu mo ye. MPF, nje yisu wontu mo ye. Now nkrofo wasua wo ho afi ekurase wa betina this capital. We wasana kobium, wasana bebium. Is it just because you have the money to waste?
But the MDC did same. You go to internal elections.
NDC
did same.
Advise him. Advise him. The NDC
Obi.
don't go through internal elections that way.
Obi.
And you see, Chief. One of the things that I don't like is malignant. They back at the NDC yadam, MPP yadam. So they justify what I'm doing. Analysis I mean in a match there. There are things that we can both do better. There are things that we can do better. But you are in government. You are in government. And you have crashed this economy. And therefore,
really?
Of course.
Really?
Of course. Your whole economy is now dependent on 3 billion cedis, $2 billion. Your whole economy as a country is dependent on $3 billion IMF package. You are in government. There, no. Baby, you are in beduri. Yenya za odi offend ne amusumji obaba. Wobi, e video bia yete sika kwata kwata market sika wa park ne bende no bi da no da go sika
Obi
aba na wodi obi obabesia hwesika oguni dem nti se hopes na do kede sika na IMF sika no aba ye hwe ni ye ya mam hwe ni ye manato
Obi me say Ambassador, which of the topics in particular no person discussing
or discussing from super delegates conference.
Obi,
he who have ears.
Yes.
Obi, I am more interested in discussing the beautiful part of Congress I see weekend you train me.
You keep a blind eye to the
No keep a blind eye.
Okay.
The Presidential Election Committee now National Council
Yeah.
A fee na one would want to report the overall election now one conducted.
Sure.
The Presidential Election Committee is now presenting their report to the National Council, chaired by the chairman of the party. A fee na one say, and then as we speak now, certain individuals, I say they are alleged to have misconducted themselves. They may refer to the party disciplinary committee. As a party person, I do not think it is in my interest to harp so much on the negatives of the party because
what about me?
Momo NDC4, you are not properly morally clothed to speak on issues of internal elections.
Jesus Christ.
You are not.
Jesus
The
Christ.
NDC as a political party lacks the moral grounds to comment on your election.
For what reason?
Presidential candidate Dr. Kwabena Dufo, former finance minister.
Anchor.
No album no.
Anchor.
Today, the respected Sampi Yale in NDC, but you know this and you talk so hard about Yabato. Ambassador now finance minister. Today you have the current to talk about MPP. Look, you doubt his loyalty to the party? You doubt
he
Dufo's
was
loyalty
in
to the party?
Kumewu.
Is that your interpretation?
Or Kase
review means if I say that.
Yeah, but you are questioning his presence.
To the party to send the by election.
Anyway, yeah, that's what he wants.
Look, Ambassador, mom in NDC, Yabatuya Yekotuye. The performance of Dr. Bawumia, the entire conduct of the election, how all over the nation 961 delegates converging any the outcome of the election. Any the outcome of the election. Ambassador, it is a problem to the NDC. I know. the overwhelming endorsement now, Dr. Bawumia.
No, I'll pick your comment on that.
Problem that no statistics. You don't believe
Ambassador,
Ambassador,
I'll pick your opinion on that. On the overwhelming endorsement, whether it's a problem for the NDC or
Ambassador,
not.
say figures now, bosso.
Prove the
Ambassador,
yes.
And your internal primaries and your core. Today, my appeal is to the party people. I confer an overwhelming endorsement on the candidature of Dr. Bawumia. Look, so Lucy election is a difficult time. I was with President Akufo-Addo then Nanado in 2008 when results were declared. Number 16, opposite electoral commission. We had lost all expectations, grounded. 2012 election, you declare result we Nima House. Yem penny almost see a yem penny. Adia chin na numbers ni reduce. Yem penny na numbers ni reduce. Ebeka wono yere nko. Ambassador, I'm speaking to the followers of MPP and persons who believe in the ideals of the political party tradition MPP.
What is your tradition?
Baby, you do not
What's your tradition?
Meba. Don't worry. As for the political party ideology, say kasi ye can. We are stock of the JJ Rawlings. Friend say, I'm Ambassador Sampia meeting you know. Or ye pro JJ Rawlings NDC ni. It can political party ideology. It will be a fine debate for us to juxtapose the ideologies upon which JJ Rawlings founded the NDC. And what today the NDC is. A true blue card bearing member, a former cadre, and an offshoot and the protege of JJ Rawlings.
Yeah.
Today, you are not happy with the NDC. Today, you are not happy with the NDC that you belong to.
You know it. So what is your problem? What is your problem?
Ambassador,
what is your
for
problem?
me, in addressing my party people, MPP, me pese me penny for na eka Dr. Bawumia ne ho enyanti asese. One, they should be wary of political merchants. So wakwa bato na nipa 960 ato na ohwe wo performance na in the strongest hold of the party and the biggest region that gives the party the best of political support and endorsement, out of over 120 votes unya 10. Really? Empenifo se ubi be empenifo ya omuntu omufo say it is in the interest of these dignified persons constitutionally. Constitutionally, one who can say, said your penny some PLA cano or a lawyer. He believes in processes. Young Concord Trabanu to the latter. Shake the table. Oh, we cry, show that Berryman is so a Berryman a two Berryman sees so much and our ham. Berryman soon about to a Berryman them. Oh, Berryman Bebre Kujao. A babu ya they are directed at Berryman. That could Berryman best or no. I'm making a passionate appeal to the leadership of the party and the dignified, the main of integrity. I want to say, be wary of political merchants and the political entrepreneurs. What contested election regional wokwa? You do be winning results in the when you're 10 out of 120, and people are still telling you, Rodium, Oko second one and obe winning, where the a comedy second one obe winning. Go back home. Me press release no munyan for lanchamante the bar out bar or see we are analyzing the results. Me assure say brace semuno and penifui edi wanna do this ebetuja, and I am making a passionate appeal. Openi alanchamante anyone waka. You should be wary of political entrepreneurs. Na yen dream party no kind because election 2024, I believe sincerely in my heart, it's going to be a difficult election, but the MPP will win. And it will be better for the MPP to present a unified front. And that is the language a delegate is sending here. Penifo, we support Dr. Bawumia. We respect the political processes. We respect the democratic principles. Young Konkoto, there is a tie. Nipa 9. Obibisa who say, what will be the recommendation of the National Council of MPP for the two clashing individuals? Openi Boache Jakoni, Openi Adainibo. Nipa 9 ne toma omono. Yembre Greater Accra na yemfre Nipa 9. They say come and vote, and between the 9 and 9:18, no. Yemfre how you will split it between the two for one to emerge, for one to be dropped. And now you listen to how complex the whole situation is and ask yourself, Mina Mijina, and I will have a second thought about it. Now, Nipa 9 no. Now all the centers are yet about. You see one beautiful thing, even at the party headquarters, Dr. Bawumia won the 17th polling center. Apart from 16 regions, no, the 17th polling center, the headquarters of the party, the engine of the party, Dr. Bawumia won convincingly. A same way, young Kojina ni Yabua. Eti amanyosam no, eto bribia, you throw in the towel. Eto bribia wo bema bibrea. Ye kujao. Eti busian for me de manu besi no. Omo ma ye nhwe the NDC for kan. Ye party no, ye do party no. And we will stand for the party and defend the party. But akuma pa MPP kita ye de sumo maino until we win election to get the power and the mandate to govern. If Nanado hadn't won 2016 election, free SHS in Kekademu. If he hadn't won 2016 election, planting for food and job and Kekademu. It's for me, my appeal, and for it is going to be a difficult time for some of these dignified men to suffer another brutish defeat. It is in their interest. When we hear kasa, kasa. Politics sometimes becomes an enterprise. Oh, super, but the people behind him are cheering him on. Sometimes it gets entrepreneurship. Money and penny for Inkasa. I want to support Dr. Bawumia in the supreme interest of Ghana First and of course the MPP. So that the next time I be sure I have some Piyale Eda so kasa from opposition. Not planting for food and job no. You're launching the third phase.
Mate, His Excellency, 2 minutes.
Coco footballer.
One parcel, sure.
Say, Unia Lancha Mantina, I can be preaching.
Oh, he has done it before, 2007. Or consider. But you see, I difficult. Oh, so we question.
Obi, I don't want to go into the historical deficiencies. But the general view for allowance concession was that it
drew on also.
But whatever it's on them, customer problem.
Yeah.
You know, Chief.
The endorsement of Bawumia shakes the NDC.
You know, our friend Azuma.
Yes. Azuma Nelson. Okay.
Oloko Australia Academy.
Also, ordinary referee Rekobia. Yeah.
You know. Because our confidence do between now we win we broke the finance. Chief. Sir, insure bota. Na ka some chances with them. Insure but 20 so. As he Alan Chamati on your own constitution.
No.
More super delegates Alan Chamati not the bay. And the man I'm so why don't you allow the process to go through?
Nobody is stampeding anybody.
Yes, but
what we are making an appeal.
Okay, you keep on appealing.
Party for the appeal, you make it to my senior party persons.
Obi,
you're making your appeal.
Now, I am an MPP who you shall be. There, you have 6 million plus votes.
Sure.
You need 300,000 votes. And this is about 600 million votes.
6 million.
6 million votes. And the way I don't know, John Mohammed, man, I don't know one fan to all. What to my Benny, you are Mbati. Researcher. What?
Them?
Everywhere that MPP came in against John Mohammed.
What tablet?
Hey.
Laptop computers.
That's right. The Ghana's total debt, energy sector, is stabilization. What you say?
On the 2024, baby.
Why you because we are not going to, you talk about let my vote count. Adam Bobia.
Sure.
Na electoral commissioner kakade say I register the Ghana card. Ghana card no so I take for so as our backlog ho. And in distribute. Na hwe Emily Budu. I am just wishing NPP there. Goma as government in the people in government won't show good example. All right?
Okay.
Because nobody in NDC can rise and say that he'll give John Mahama a showdown. Nobody. What's the basis for that?
Ambassador, asemi say yakwa.
We no anya koi.
O take ma wo boss ni o.
No, they waka
showdown matter.
What some we repeat it 7 times.
Disciplinary committee need the report.
They be plein now.
I mean, election fefe we showdown na wo say o ka ho asem.
Obi.
What about one, you know, the 17 voting centers.
Come, it's a government from there. The man here, okay, nothing will come out of it. This will come, nothing could be.
One year, one here.
What? Nothing could be. And she said, Beijing, Wakaya, and while I want to say what I said, and won't go to Wakaya, one nam quiet.
Marty.
And the urchin.
Marty.
What shall crowd do?
My men say Ambassador Sampia.
What shall crowd do?
Nah, David Asante. David, the MD of Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and or parliamentary aspirant former Ewon Koko constituency. Sir, Nyame bo abesia ko.
Nyame adoma ebie kwan ya.
Nchine no abesia ko.
No, but so why Ejuma? He's
Ambassador be a very beautiful question about Ghana publishing in the Ekoso. Also beboy. A lot of inspirations.
Okay.
Come establish the Ghana Publishing Corporation.
That's true.
For all the printing works of the government.
Sure.
That's right.
It's here.
Me too.
Ebedintina. You invest in Ghana publishing. There, one to me Ghana ID card, Ghana friend, Ghana card. One yamahe.
Now, what systems necessary to do?
Chief, tell me where a obey Ghana card. Yamon budget, Yamak and I am on budget. Don't contain them in the idea.
Yeah.
And the end to move, and state institutions must be allowed to work. Today, I read the statement of Kanatefa. Half of the statement was advertising for margins.
Yeah, because maybe Margins has done an incredible job.
Card anyway.
Oh, now Inya
Card anyway.
Say Inya
Na Ghana and Ghana card you can have some because budget what is started. I have this belief there. Say the man Ghana Publishing Corporation and you would do that and then be print the passport why
but if you study one model now, it might be misleading to think there a ban tam budget be the man or a preference for margins when they have a way of financial model.
There is a discussion ongoing about Ghana Publishing going into security printing.
Very well.
That is where
Yenya cabinet approval. Okay. It was led by our sector minister Honorable Kojo Ponkroma. Yenya cabinet approval to venture into security printing. Apart from establishing regional branches, board approval, for security printing and establishment of regional branches. And these are the things on the table.
Yes, that's what I want to see.
Any moment from now, and Sana Fibe Konewie, Mobaba Beboy, Yabe inaugurate the Asante regional branch. Big deal.
Fantastic.
Everyone I call security printing.
That concept today.
Fantastic.
Government has no business to do business. It doesn't work in a developing country.
Marty.
Yankocha and Kafa Njilu, na China real with one more.
True.
Why don't you resource state institutions like the State Population National Commission for Civic Education to do what they are supposed to do?
Mate, Ekosiisen so high Empire FM. I see the Jumedi ni na AC na ansa na me sorry no moma yenti we.